Look, I'm not going to agree to anything right now on the spot simply because there's not a lot of trust that's baked in.
Jacob Frey, the Somali warlord who's in charge of Minnesota right now, or at least Minneapolis, here he is telling Chris Cuomo that he will not cooperate with ICE.
You said you were open to working to them to bring down crime, but you don't want to be in the immigration enforcement business. Fair distinction. But if they say, yeah, we'll do the immigration work, just control the perimeter. And when we are looking for violent, criminal, undocumented immigrants, although they probably won't use that vernacular, will you help us? What about that sweet spot?
Look, I'm not going to agree to anything right now on the spot simply because there's not a lot of trust that's baked in. They're saying this is about murderers and rapists. And like, if it were, again, there would be very obvious mechanisms to work together. This is not what it's about.
You don't believe that the federal government is right, that the state of Minnesota, of course, through the governor's office, refuses to give them access to the jails and prisons to collect people that they say are criminal and not supposed to be in the country?
I won't speak for the state. I will let them speak for themselves, but certainly that is what they have relayed. In Minneapolis, we will not cooperate with ICE or any federal agency around immigration enforcement work. We will not. And there's a good reason, by the way, that we won't. And it's not just the moral imperative here. It's also the fact that I want our police officers focusing on safety. I want our police officers arresting perpetrators of violent crime and preventing carjackings from taking place and doing that basic work of 911 response. You know what I don't want our police officers doing? Spending a single minute going after some father who just dropped his kids off at daycare, is about to go work a 12-hour shift, who happens to be from Ecuador.
By the time the average person hits 60, they've often lost and regained hundreds of pounds. Doctors even have a name for it: weight cycling. Weight cycling is when you lose 10 or so pounds, then gain it back plus a couple more. It's hard on your body, and truly, it's just frustrating. The bottom line is this: most people need help losing weight. That's where Lean comes in. Lean is a non-prescription oral supplement created by doctors, and the science behind it's very impressive. They studied ingredients that work in 3 powerful ways. First, Lean helps maintain healthy blood sugar. Second, it helps control appetite and cravings. And third, it helps your body burn fat by converting it into energy, which is key to keeping off weight long term. So if you want to lose meaningful weight at a healthy pace and actually keep it off, add Lean to your lifestyle. Right now, you can get 20% off when you go to takelean.com and use code Rubin. That's Rubin for 20% off at takelean.com. Dude, if he's here illegally from Ecuador, he's got to go. And you are violating the Constitution of the United States, the Supremacy Clause, which I've read to you guys 10 times over the last couple weeks. I'm not going to read it to you again. So it has nothing to do with your morals or anything else. Like, I don't want. I don't care what you want. There are laws. There either are laws or aren't. You know, it's sort of what Donald Trump said 10 years ago about a border. You either have a country or you don't. So you either have sovereign borders or you don't. You either have an ability to have legal citizens here or you don't.